Y'all keep the cameras on because we might have to go whiskey on this thing.
Just got the WindRock. Go out here and ride some trails, have a good time.
We thought we was pretty country, but we had no idea till we went to Tennessee.
Very mountainous. It's very hollerish.
Pretty stoked about running a little billy goat up here.
What? What's a holler?
You gotta be prepared to flip at any time. I got a brand new Maverick Trail. I'm just trying to relax.
Oh, like right now.
And these dudes want to pick the worst trails imaginable for us to go down.
Between YouTube, storytelling, WindRock, no problem.
Tennessee's kind of like a lot of farms, a lot of hill country, a lot of mountain areas.
Appalachians?
I know that Tennessee is the home of the Sooners.
A lot of country singers come from there. A lot of guitars and musical instruments are made there.
Hoosiers?
People go there with big hopes and dreams. Majority of them crushed.
I think they're the Cornhuskers.
The Appalachian Mountain Range in eastern Tennessee holds some of the best trail riding in the eastern United States. And WindRock Off-Road Park in Oliver Springs is a great place to explore the mountains while pushing the limits of yourself and your vehicle.
I've always heard about WindRock. WindRock was one of those places that you hear about a lot on forums and stuff like that. You see pictures and it always looks so cool and you always want to go there.
So we're going up in the mountains of Tennessee. So we went for the 50-inch Maverick Trail, which is a setup for like national forest, tight trail ride, and those kind of things. Y'all interested in going to Tennessee to trail ride?
I am.
You are? I mean, I'm taking this little Maverick Trail. Little thing's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be fun. There's gonna be a lot of cool, tight, technical trails. So let's get that little thing dialed for that. Can y'all get Adam on it?
Yeah, we'll get Adam on it.
Okay. Since this is a little bit of a different build for us, we had to put our heads together, come up with something really cool to make this bike sweet.
Yeah, really different. The 50-inch suspension is something that we're not used to down here, not for the mud machines, not for racing. It's a completely different platform than we're used to driving.
Probably start by go ahead and tearing it all the way down, just get everything off of it, all the plastics, doors, cage. Work my way from the top to the bottom.
For this trail, we put front and rear bumpers, and then we built a custom cage for it to just kind of give it that S3 flair. Different set of wheels and tires on it. Gave it a little bit more wider stance.
Kind of curious to see how well this thing performs out there. Being as light and nimble as it is, it should go around the trails and through the trees quite well.
We were really excited about this trip, and since none of us have ever gone east of Louisiana to ride, it was a good opportunity to bring everybody out of the office. Put that thing in low range, four-wheel drive rock crawl mode. Just try it. Oh, man, we're not gonna be able to do it like this.
Yeah, we just need a couple feet.
Attempt number one failed.
Man, loading up is always a interesting and difficult task, to say the least.
We have 60 foot worth of bikes and a 53-foot trailer. So we're gonna try to make 7 extra feet.
It's pretty stressful, I'll be honest with you.
As soon as you get that, is that gonna hold?
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't hire any of my friends to help me move.
100% Can-Am does not approve of how we're loading these vehicles. Hey, told you that'd work.
Nobody can pack anything.
Bro, we're not gonna be able to do this by ourselves.
We're definitely all math majors when it comes to loading trailers, for sure.
That thing ain't fitting on there. Bro, that's almost 5.5 feet. We'll see.
I'm gonna have to think about this for a second and come up with a master plan.
Does this look trustworthy?
We don't know whether we got 5 or 6 bikes going, the lengths of them, none of it hardly.
Bro, we just really took good measurements. We got the car on top of there. We know everything's gonna fit now. And you know what they say about if it fits? It ships.
For the most part, we lived at the mud parks, before the X3 and the Maverick Trail.
A lot of people know us for going out west desert racing. All the race car builds that we do, a lot of people know us for the mud riding because that's where we come from.
Had guys always invite us to rides up there. We were going to the Jamboree, so that was something exciting for us.
We've got little to no rock climbing, trail riding, mountainous experience.
So we ready to get these things unloaded or what?
I'll be honest with you, pretty stoked about running a little billy goat up here. Pretty well just named it that. There's all kind of sweet stuff out here that we can go check out. Everybody wanted to see what this Tennessee riding was like, and I think everybody wanted to see what this little trail would do.
Obviously, it's exciting. It's like when you get somewhere with your parents and they've been driving you, you're trying to get out the car and go ride in the water park.
16 to 28 to 29 is a waterfall route.
But first order of business is we're supposed to find this waterfall.
So it is 29, we just need to find 29.
I don't see 29, bro.
Yeah, so the map was pure topographical 1880s style map.
Oh my God, I don't have the Reno Ram map.
Which is not our strong suit, I'll be honest with you.
Should have paid attention to geography.
That ain't no lie. This is like reading Chinese to me right now.
It's topographical too. It's got all the elevations. So who knows how to read a map?
And you gotta find quadrants. I feel like we was doing complicated algebra. There's no way we're gonna be able to find this waterfall. We take the main road up and look for 16, I guess, huh?
Well, you can, but you can go out of here and go right on 1.
Okay, how on earth do we find 1? This is gonna be a handful. We're trying to find the waterfall. It ain't gonna go good.
It don't matter.
Let's just take 1 to 2.
figure it out.
Yeah, 1 to 2, and then we'll hit 16. So I pretended like I knew where we're going. Yeah, 1 to 2 to 16 to 28. Waterfall. I pretend like I know what I'm doing, and they just follow me. So let's ride.
Let's have fun out here. You get kind of lost, find new stuff. You can go back, go see what you want.
There's a lot of trails. There was like green mark trails to where it's like pretty level stuff, some slight elevation changes and no big ledges. And so, you know, we got bored with that pretty quick. That's easy in the trail.
Our group is notorious for picking trails that there's no reason we should be on them.
We're pushing it to the extreme. We're finding a way to make it fun and an adrenaline rush.
And we started following Dustin and not looking at the map. So we try to go down some of these trails, and these trails start having little color markers at the front of them. We didn't look at the colors or what they meant, so we just started hitting them.
And once you go into these trails with our group, there's no backing down. You kind of see everybody look at each other like, yeah, are you gonna try it? Is it my turn? Are you going?
Woo! So close.
The black trails are pretty serious. I mean, you're dragging rock sliders and skid pan,
Hold on.
hopping the car around.
Hey, he's going full on. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Get a different line, D. I don't know if there's many more sketchier now. That thing in R and going backwards.
Yeah, somehow we turned the Tennessee Trail Ride into a full-blown competition rock crawl.
Turn. Yep, now come straight up. There you
I took my Maverick X3 race car.
All right, now go back towards D's.
That was a horrible idea to take my race car.
There you go. All right, go that way. All right, straight. Yeah, you're not crawling at all.
Immediately regretted it and wanted off of that trail right then.
Y'all probably should have took your rock blocks off. Let's keep going.
Yeah, it turns out there's a couple of people in our group that we didn't realize aren't a huge fan of rock crawling.
You're driving on mountains, solid rock, smooth rock where these trails are. Some of them are dirt, but mostly rock.
Typically, when we find an obstacle, we're going to take the most difficult line just to see what the car is capable of. That's no different with this little trail. We're going to put this thing through its paces.
Woo! That thing go, boy! That thing go!
And so we had to figure out the hard way what it could do and what it couldn't do.
A good start to the weekend, I guess. Old Billy's doing good, boy. Let's hit the trails again, find some cool stuff.
Yeah, so it's getting way late in the day. We've already eaten our Lunchables and our snack packs, and still no waterfall.
You gotta be prepared to flip at any time. Oh, like right now. It took a little work, baby, we did it.
The people that rode there acted like it was common knowledge where the waterfall was, and there's just no way that we can miss it while we're trail riding.
Yeah!
We followed the trail that they told us. We kept going. We passed a couple of turns.
That was nerve-wracking. We're right on the edge of a big drop-off.
And these dudes want to pick the worst trails imaginable for us to go down.
We got a sketched out valley carved out from the water. We're gonna try to make it as sketchy as possible the first go around.
It's kind of seemed like this waterfall hunt has turned into a wild goose chase.
I'm pretty sure we made a good decision on that one. You know, if you had a multiple choice A and B, A was the answer. Needless to say, we burned an entire day, and the back half of the pack, including myself, didn't know we was looking for this waterfall till the end of the day.
Let's check this thing out. This is the infamous search for it all day waterfall.
Oh, it took us about 9 hours.
9 hours to find a waterfall that was 12 miles from camp. Let's check this place out.
Unfortunately, we passed that waterfall, I think, twice that morning.
Ooh, about wiped out right there. Waterfall was cool. I really did that for Miss Linda and Mr. Mayor. I'll let them see that. But my mind was, how do I get to the top of this thing? Makes it look huge from there.
I'm sure there was a sign somewhere that said, do not climb the waterfall. So that meant let's all climb the waterfall.
You talked me into it.
If you were to compare us to some old-timey explorers, you could probably put us up there with One-Eye Willie.
Gonna take both y'all down.
It's slipperier than any city ditch you've been in.
There you go.
Rule of life, know your limits.
Nah, man, he's coming up here.
Sketchy, slimy rocks. Let's get up those.
A freaking man, he made it.
I don't know if we're gonna make it down, but we made it up.
Told y'all he'd make it. Waterfall, we found it. All day worth searching, we're here. Up. D, where you going, bro? We gotta have help.
And the whole time I was thinking, Manny, please don't fall, because if you fall, you're taking me with you. Slippery, fall down to the bottom.
Yeah, or actually you're supposed to face the other way, but whatever. Put your hand under his foot.
Lewis and Clark wouldn't have nothing on us.
Quinn got his good climbing shoes on. Whew, that was easy. This is crazy. Cool stuff we don't get to see back home, man. I'm glad we finally made it out here. Makes it worth it, man. That's the fun stuff to me.
Yeah, it was definitely cool for S3 to be able to take the trail and actually use it, because it's not something that we would normally use around here in Louisiana and racing out west and stuff like that.
There's a big difference in trail riding the Maverick in Tennessee and riding in Dunes Glamis, so you have to enjoy it, man. It's beautiful scenery, it's great trail riding.
We're trying to go find a abandoned prison. I don't know, hopefully we'll find it. We spent all day looking for a waterfall yesterday. We did find it.
No, I'm not lost. You know, men have a natural, innate sense of direction internally, and I'm no exception to that. I know exactly where we are.
Getting to take our cars out there, getting to put the trail through its paces, and getting to see some things that you know we didn't even know were there or didn't even know existed. So definitely a good time.
How sweet is this place? There's literally nothing but the mountain on the backside.
Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary was a large maximum security.
So they had the band boys.
Perhaps the best known escape attempt from James Earl Ray, the assassin of Martin Luther King Jr. I want to go in there. It's pretty neat, man, the history on it stuff. I don't know anything about it besides reading a little bit.
There's no way I would come here even remotely close to dusk, because their ghosts are starting to stir right about that time. I read that in a book.
I feel like WindRock is one of those fairly unknown destinations that after doing a little bit of research, we figured out it had a ton to offer. It's a place that you really want to go visit. And whether you're driving through in a vehicle on the roads out there, or you get an opportunity to ride like we did and take the trails through the mountains, that's a beautiful place to ride. They say if you make a wish and throw a rock off a WindRock, it'll come true.
No matter what kind of unit you're on, no matter what riding skill you are at, WindRock had a little bit of everything for everyone.
All of us had to put our cars to the test today. The place is unbelievable. It's got some really cool stuff, and that little trail blew my mind what it was capable of. All right, perfect.
You can't even feel bad about doing what we did this weekend after this car wash. Look at this.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, they washed up good. You ready for LACC? For me, I got to go on a rental, so, I mean, yeah, I'd go back.
It was fun. All in all, good. Linda only got out of the car one time on me, so I guess that was good.
I guess that's a wrap.
Oh, man.
We crammed a lot of riding in one weekend.
50 miles today.
Well, it's a different kind of riding, that's for sure. Different than we're used to.
On the next episode of Visions of Victory.
We're gonna build us an Outlander set up for the Skeg. And I think we're gonna pay a little surprise visit to our buddy Ostercruiser. This dude's got it going on. He's got some crazy wild videos of them mud riding and doing some crazy things in Canada. I love the way those dudes ride out there. They're a whole lot of not care and a whole lot of throttle. First ever to parkour blew his pants completely out.
My parkour's not for me.
Let me just show him what happened. Hey, his first front roll parkour. Show him, Logan. This is literally the highest point in America. They recently discovered this was just a little bit higher than Mount Everest, by about 8 or 10 foot. Oh man. Oh man, them resorts now. We basically climbed Mount Everest, Josh. We reached the pinnacle, literally.